He suffers from a mental breakdown that even the best doctors. But he can't help being drawn to the person in front of him. He suspects this person was sent to assassinate. Tell me quick, what weapons did you bring? Jing Zhao doesn't understand that the whole office was. When he woke up, he had traveled to a beastman. In this world, everyone has tails and ears. Since he doesn't have any, the doctor came and disabled beast. Song Zhao panicked and ran out of the hospital. Hiding behind some plants, he decided to find a way back to his old. His mom is still at home waiting for him. He happened to hear someone say the interstellar unitomy was developing a time. If he could sneak into that school and find the time machine, he should be able to go. Suddenly, his big screen started broadcasting news about his escape. Security immediately spotted. It took a lot of effort to shake off those people. But then some crazy guy dragged him into a room and assaulted. When the Black Panther beastman's grip on him loosened, he grabbed a water cup nearby and whacked the beastman on the back of his head. And rushed toward the time machine, keeping thinking about it. After many twists and turns, he finally got into the academy with the time machine. At the first lecture of the school year, the speaker was the very Black Panther beastman Jia had knocked out. The youngest general. He was sneakily After all, he didn't want to be targeted by that. He might as well use this time to look for the time machine. His two beastman roommates asked him where he was going. Does anyone know what the treatment plan is? People below raised their hands, but Lance focused his gaze on Zhao, who was trying. Let that student crouching on the floor answer. Now Jiang Zhou could not. His body froze in his face. Images from that night flashed through his mind. Since his major was the most looked down upon spirit king, everyone's mocking laughter kept ringing out. He didn't know what they were laughing about. Thinking that berserk beastmen are like lions. Jiang Zhao tentatively said, pet their foot, maybe give them some cat treats. Everyone burst into mocking laughter. He actually wants to touch someone else's spirit. Doesn't he even know basic common sense? How did he even get his mind? Then quickly pulled Jiang Zhao to sit beside. The other roommate explained that spirits are very sensitive. They absolutely can't be touched by anyone except their partner. So everyone says their major shouldn't even exist. Jiang Zhao thought to himself, so this major is a total trap. So easy. Seeing his roommate Dan wear his eyes all red, he immediately patted his chest. Watch me get payback for that. He majored in biology in his previous life. Dan who was rubbing his eyes looked at him confused, wondering what this guy was talking about. That eyelash finally came out. Then Jiang Zhou shared his methods for handling felines, like grooming their fur, like wearing similar animal costumes to approach, or using a soul extract to remotely make them submit to his power. With this combo, no fluffy creature could resist. Enough. Everyone was stunned by these methods. Never heard of. Then he heard Lance say, "Your answer is very good. Please come to my office, Jiang Zhao. I'd like to discuss your ideas in detail." Black Panther. If you typed wrong or can't find it out, the comic is currently free. Hope you enjoy reading. He feels so unlucky. There's no way Jiang Zhao would go see that pervert. But he has a roommate who worships him, who grabbed him as he tried to escape, and ran straight to Lance's office, boiling to a top, and the youngest imperial worships him to the point of obsession. So he insisted Jiang Zhao must keep the appointment. Yeah. Jiang Zhao stood outside the office door and thinking since he's already here, he shouldn't make Lance angry. Lance held Zhou's investigation file in his house. Knowing this person was sent in by the Social Welfare Institute, no other information. This made his identity even more suspicious. Lance suspected he was a spy sent to test him. He made an excuse about needing to examine Zhao's body to help him find a more suitable Major Zhe. Mechanical arms descended from above to restrain. Lance used his mental power to examine Zhou's body. Jiang Zhou's body had any traces of blood. He couldn't escape his mental. The feeling of mental power moving across his body like tentacles was trapped. Soon Jiang Zhao was flushed and sweating. Lance suddenly smelled a scent coming from Jiang Zhao. The same irresistible scent as last time. Just as he was about to lose control. Are you going to kill me to silence me? Jiang Zhao was terrified. The Black Panther only licked his face with it. Yeah. Everything the Black Panther felt was transmitted directly to Lance. Lance endured for a while. She spoke. The Black Panther returned to his mental world. Lance approached Jiang Zhao, who exactly sent you. What are you carrying on your body that makes Mo Yan treat you differently? During the questioning, there was a knock. Lance immediately let go of Jiang Zhao, him not to mention what happened today to anyone. Don't worry if you're not embarrassed. I still am. The visitor was Imperial, sent by His Majesty to express concern. Zhou took advantage of their conversation to sneak toward the door. Your mental power problem has always been father's because sending you to school is hoping you can take care of your house. I understand His Majesty's kind intentions. Lance suddenly lit. Ever since his mental power, Mo Yan hasn't been able to appear for a long time. But just now it appeared on its own. Could his mental power have recovered? If you typed wrong or can't find it on other comic is currently free. Hope you enjoy reading. 5. Not knowing this medicine isn't the mental power set of his roommate. Continuing from last episode, the blonde prince. After leaving the office, he found a Jiang Zhao and said I'm Lance's friend. Whatever did I apologize on his behalf. Let me buy you a drink. Jiang Zhao gladly accepted. This was his first time trying a drink from the beastman world. The taste was unlike anything he'd ever had. The blonde prince explained it was just the most common fruit juice. You've never had it. Jiang Zhao almost gave himself away. I'm a poor student sponsored by. Don't have money for this. The prince felt sorry about. We comforted him in return. You didn't mean. You're really not like that guy's friend. You seem to have a bias. Oh, he just has a sharp tongue, but he's actually. That guy's clearly just. Someone like him doesn't deserve to be your friend. The prince agreed without understanding. Okay, I get it. Jiang Zhao picked up his drink and took another making excuses for him. Don't let him drag you down. You think I'm better than Lance? In Jiang Zhao's mind, anyone was better than that. The blonde prince was delighted by this call. This was the first time anyone said he was better than Lance. Then he had to leave because of something and said goodbye to Jiang Zhao. Looking back, there was no one there. He suddenly felt, thinking to himself, his cat-eared roommate tackled, "You're finally back." As Lance's admirer, he excitedly asked Jiang Zhao to tell him everything about Lan. Like he smells nice, right? Will he teach us until graduation? All you know is chasing celebrities. Do you know what that guy did to me? Dan Ware looked confused for a moment, then suddenly reached for Zhou's zip. "Did he punish you? Let me check. Aren't you fine?" Jiang Zhao stepped back in shock, covering himself. Dan Ware, don't be so mean. Just tell me about Lance, please. Jiang Zhao looked at the cat ears bobbing in front of him. Shyly said, "Let me touch your ears, then I'll tell you." "Okay, but you have to give me good details." Han Yu hadn't expected it to be like this. It felt like he was the one taking advantage. While Dan Ware was taking notes about that, the Fox roommate came and brought that news. The teacher just notified, "We need to pay an experimental materials fee." $20,000. Jiang Zhao hauled and stood up, scaring Dan Ware, who was taking note of bristling. The Fox asked, "What was wrong?" Jiang Zhao looked at the Fox with tears. The Fox didn't think this was a big deal. Immediately offered to introduce Jiang Zhao to a big money-making opportunity. Zhao tactically stepped back 2 steps. The fraud center says, "Easy big money schemes are all scam." The Fox mysterious. "We're roommates, trust me, I won't scam you. Just selling mental power set. Lots of people must be selling this stuff. How can we make big money from it? This is my family's secret. Different from those cheap knockoffs on the market. Sales are great. Trust me, you won't regret it." Jiang Zhao was mesmerized by that big tail brushing against his leg. This feeling was really true, so he agreed in a daze. "You're not deliberately messing with me, are you? Why do I have to dress like this? I'm doing this to help you make money for your own." Normal people all have beast features. Who would buy from someone without ears or tail? Jiang Zhao thought his roommate made sense, but he still felt way behind. He pushed down the strange feeling and quietly called out ancestral medicine for Qi. So the customer came, asking if he could try it. Panther. If you typed wrong or can't find it on other apps, the comic is currently free. Hope you enjoy reading. The young man was dazzled by the beast lady, only to discover this beautiful lady is actually... Continuing from last episode, Jiang Zhao agreed to let the man, but didn't expect the man to want him to feed it mouth to mouth. His struggling shouts caught the attention of Lance, who was panicked. Lance was about to step in, but saw the man get kicked to the ground. "You picked the wrong guy to mess. My reputation as Jiang Strong is not." Lance looked Jiang Zhao's outfit up and down, crossing his arms and joking. "Why are you dressed like this?" Hearing this, Jiang Zhao hugged himself defensively, thinking, why did the pervert have to see him looking like this? Lance caught the scent of the medicine, asking what kind of medicine he was selling. Pulled out a new bottle. "This is my roommate's ancestral top grade mental power sedative. Great quality, low price. Want a couple bottles?" "This is an anti-mental power sedative. You're still a student, and you're out here selling this stuff, doing this kind of stuff. What stuff am I selling? What kind of thing am I doing? I just want to sell something honestly and make some money. Is that not okay?" Lance didn't want to waste words. Grabbed the medicine and forced Jiang Zhao to drink. "You'll know what it is." Dan Ware watched this scene from afar, thinking he knew these two had an unusual relationship, so he reported their close relationship to Federal Star Nation Intelligence Committee. "Roger, stay safe. But the Federal Star Nation is with you. Nothing will be with me forever. If there is, it's only my hatred for the Empire. Once Lance is eliminated, the Empire won't be a match for the Federal Star Nation." Jiang Zhao felt uncomfortably hot. "Making me drink this stuff. Now you know what this is, right? You dress like this and came to this bar street to sell this stuff. You really don't value your life." Jiang Zhao cried in grievance. "I was tricked. After paying tuition and lab fees, I have no living expenses. I want to work part-time some month. My roommate told me helping him sell medicine will. I never thought that even though we're roommates, he tricked me a man into selling my body." Lance asked in confusion, "Why can't men sell their bodies?" "What do you mean?" "Look." Jiang Zhao followed Lance's pointing finger and discovered this whole street was full of men. He suddenly realized, since coming here, he hadn't seen a single woman. Everyone he'd seen was male without exception. But he's straight. The next second, Jiang Zhao collapsed on the ground. Lance asked, confused, what was wrong. Jiang Zhao looked up in disbelief and scanned around. Suddenly saw an extremely beautiful beast toward. His eyes went straight. "There's a gorgeous woman right here," and drooling to that beastman. "Beautiful lady, you're my wife." "Wait, I mean you're a lady, right?" The beastman smiled. "Little bunny, what did you call me?" Seeing the person's flushed face and unsteady sway, he immediately understood what the other was doing. Lance pulled Jiang Zhao back to his side. Jiang Zhao had no strength in his body now, mumbling, "It's all because you made me drink that medicine." As he spoke, that beastman pulled Zhou from Lance into his own arms. "Since you like me so much, come with me." Jiang Zhao was sorry, "But I'm afraid I'll offend you. I allow you to offend me." Jiang Zhao was instantly thrilled beyond belief. The beautiful lady talked to him like this. It seemed like spring was finally coming. Lance didn't agree to let Jiang Zhao leave with that beastman. Beastman leaned close to Lance and whispered,